right, so lesson 6 here is on reciprocals. It says when you invert a fraction, you are creating its blank. And that, of course, we just gave it away. So invert means flipping a fraction over. So if we flip a fraction over, we know that is called a reciprocal. So for example, well, I guess we'll have some here shortly. The definition for reciprocal states the product of a number and its reciprocal is blank. So let's just use a number of a half, for instance. What's a half flipped over?
2 and 1.
So if I multiply those two together, I would get 1. You always get 1. So the product of a number and its reciprocal is always 1. Okay, so let's do the first one together. 2 over 3, what is its reciprocal?
3 over 2.
3 over 2. What's its product? That means multiplied together. So 2/3 times 3 over 2 is? 1. Always going to be 1. Why don't you see if you can finish that chart? After we did the first one together.
I wish math was my last period class.
Why?
I don't know.
I like my last period class. It's English.
I got science.
Science is easy. You're just watching a movie, basically.
Oh yeah, today?
Tsunamis and
Oh,
hurricanes.
So we won't get homework?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
You literally just sit there the whole time.
That-
fell asleep. Yes.
That means you won't get any homework for the whole entire school. Because science is the main one that gives you homework.
All right, you got this done?
Nope.
Asia, what's 4 over 1? Remember, if it's 4, that's the same as 4 over 1. Flipped over. 1 over 4. You multiply them, you get? 1. Caleb, what's 1 over 5 flipped over?
1 over 5 is 5 over
5 over 1. Can I just write 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is 1 over 5 times 5 over 1? 1. Madison, what is 5 over 4 flipped over?
4 over 5.
4 over 5. Yawning. Multiply them?
1.
1.
It's all just 1.
Kira, what's 1 flipped over?
1 over. It's just
1 over
1.
1, yeah. And multiply them together?
1.
Yeah, hopefully nobody got that last column wrong for sure.
I almost did. I actually struggled with that one. I looked at it for a while.
Factors are numbers that we can multiply together to get another number. For example, 2 and 3 are factors of 6. 2 times 3 is 6.
Where's the alpha?
Okay, list all the factors of 24.
20.
So I would start with every number. So what's the first number? 1. 1 times what is 24?
24.
1 times 24. So I'm going to list those two first. What would be the next easiest number to try after 1, Caleb? Not a trick question. How about 2?
I just did it.
2 times what is 12?
48.
Or
2 times what is 24? Sorry, I gave you the answer. 12. So after 2, we should try
3.
3. 3 times what is 24?
No, not 7. 8.
3 times 8.
Asia, I had it.
Next, we should try 4.
Can't steal my answers.
4 times 6. And what's nice about this is we only have one other number to try, which would be 5. Because we're already to 4 and 6. So
But 5 can't get to 24.
5 can't go in there. So now we got to put them in order.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's no 5.
6. 1, 2,
Oh, yeah.
3, 4, 6.
It goes, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
12.
That's correct. Don't put extra numbers in. Back page. Find all the common factors of 6 and 18. So 8 and 18. Let's start with 8. So what are the factors of 8? Again, start with 1.
8, 16.
Factors of 8, not multiples.
1 and 8.
1 and 8. 1 times 8.
2
and 4.
2 and 4.
Is that it?
That's it. So I'm going to put them in order. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Okay, same thing with 18. Kira, what's our first factors? 1 and 18. Next set of factors. Madison. 2 and 9. 2 times 9. Next set, Asia.
3 and 6.
3 and 6.
That's all.
So we'd have to check 4 and 5 yet. 4 and 5 go in 18
No.
nicely.
6, 4, 4. Nope.
No. All right. Put them in order.
Wait, we forgot.
What?
No, we didn't.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Now, what were the directions at the beginning?
Determine common factor.
Okay, so looking at those 2 that are in order now, which ones are common?
2.
What numbers? 2 and 1. So the common factors are 1 and 2. They both have 1 and 2. What they have in common. Okay. Now, you're also going to see something called a GCF. Not to be confused with least common multiple that we've already done. What is the biggest number that they have in common? So out of 1 and 2, which one's the bigger? 2. So that's all that means. The biggest common factor. Greatest common factor. Okay. Again, we're listing the factors. This time, 16. Caleb, give me factors of 16. Which one are we going to start with?
1 and 16.
1 and 16. Another one.
2 and 8.
2 and 8. Okay, now we should try 3.
Oh, I was gonna say 4, but
3 go in there.
No.
no, so it's 4.
4. 4 times what?
4 times 4.
4 times 4. Oh, so I only have to list it once.
That's it.
That's it. So I'm going to put them in order. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. And this is the biggest number we've had. 48. 1 and 48.
2
2
and 24.
and 24.
This is another one. 3 and oh 9. Wait, no, that's not too much. 6.
3 times 6
Oh,
is
7. Wait, no.
7. Wait, no, that's
It's gotta be 8 or 7. Wait.
right. Let me do
No, 'cause you can't
Divide it out.
5.
Divide it out. 48 divided by 3. They're not just guessing.
Wait.
Anybody have it? Madison?
It would have to be like 17.
Yeah, it's like way too much.
Guys, we should know how to divide. How many times does 3 go into 4?
1.
16.
1.
I put
3 into 18? 6. Yes,
Yeah, it was.
16. But we should be able to divide and find that instead of guessing. You also have those multiplication charts. Use them. Okay, so what's the next number to try? We're at 3 and 16. 4.
4 and 12.
4 and 12. 5?
No.
6?
Yes, times 8.
And then the only other number between there is 7. So that should be it. That's a lot of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 48. In order. Okay? Find the common factors. Which ones do they have in common? So our list of 16 and our list of 48.
They have 8 and 6.
Caleb?
They have 1.
Caleb?
1, 2, 1, 2, and 4.
8. They have 1, 2,
16.
8, and 16.
Alright, so the common factors are a lot of them. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. 5 common factors. So what is the greatest common factor? 16. That is correct. Okay, go ahead and make sure that one gets in your notes. That's a good one to have for Monday's assignment. Then open your workbooks to page 15, please.
I've never turned this thing on ever.
Page 15. Alright, so we're going to do a couple of these. 15, 16, and 17 kind of hit and miss, and then we're going to finish on Monday. So I just want to get a touch on a couple of these, and then I'm going to give you one problem to work on, and then that'll be it for today. Okay? So let's pick one to do here. It says simplify if possible. So always reduce, guys. Even if the directions don't say it, always reduce. Okay? All fractions, please reduce them. So let's just do the first one together. Caleb, can 2 and 5 be simplified?
2 and 5.
See, diagonal it says 2 and 5. If that was a fraction, could I reduce that? No. No, can't be. Nope. How about 4 and 3, Landon? Can 4 and 3 be simplified? Okay, so I'm stuck with using these numbers. So 4 times 2? 5 times 3?
15.
Can that be reduced?
No.
Alright, so that's my answer. We'll do one more of those today. Asia, you want to do 2 or 3?
2.
Okay, anything you can cross cancel on 2.
Yes.
Okay, so I see 3 and a 3 diagonal from each other there. So what can I divide into 3 and 3? I'm going to get 1. I'm going to divide by 3.
It's just
3
1.
divided by 3 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1.
So it's just 1/9.
It is just 1/9. Cannot be simplified any further. Okay, circle number 3, we're going to leave that one. Landon, 1, 2, or 3 on the next one. We're going to do only one of those.
2.
2.
Oh, wait, that's an easy one. Dang it.
Okay, so 6 over 1 times, what do I do with that 1/2?
Flip it.
Flip it to make it
2 over 1.
2 over 1. So what is 6 over 1 times 2 over 1?
12.
12 over 1, which is just 12.
That, underneath the 12, it looks like a 7 because like the 1's connected to the hash mark. There.
Happy?
Yeah.
All right, as long as Landon's happy, we're moving on. Next page. It says, look at the mixed fraction problems. Think carefully about the correct strategy. Right. I'm not worried about writing an explanation for why you did it. But let's just do a couple of them. Let's do 1 and 2 together. So the first one, we're going to solve it. 4 over 7 times what?
7 over 1.
7 over 1. You flip it over. See anything you can cancel out?
Yeah, it's the 7.
There's 2 7s, so I'm going to divide those by 7, and I'm going to get
1.
ones.
So it just equals 4 over
So
1.
the answer equals 4 over 1, which is just 4. Okay, number 2. Now we're adding. Because we're adding, what do we need to get? A common denominator. So what's a common denominator of 9 and 6? 18 is correct. Asia, how did I get from 9 to a denominator of 18? So I got to take that times 2. So I also have to take the 8 times 2. And I would get what, Landon? 16. Caleb, how do I get from 6 to 18?
Times by 3.
Times 3. So what do you think I got to do to the 1?
Times 3.
Which is?
3.
Now I can add them.
Which will be 19.
Over,
18. Then you have to divide it.
which reduces to 1 and an 18th, correct.
Can we do the next
Nope.
2 in a row?
We're going to do those on Monday.
Oh.
Activity 2. Yeah, we're going to finish these 3 pages.
Oh.
Fill in the missing numbers. Let's do 1. 3/5 times what is 1?
5
over 2.
Nope. 5 over 3.
Oh.
Just flip it over.
This one will just be 6
Number 2.
6.
4 over 5 times 5 over 4 is?
5. 1.
20 over 20. 1. Madison. Let's go to number 4. 6 times what is 1? 6 times 6 is 1?
No, that's 12.
That's 36, actually.
36. I'm thinking of it too.
Remember, we got to flip it over. Madison, Landon? Shh.
1 over 6.
1 over 6. 6 flipped over. Asia, let's go number 6. What times 7 is 1?